was a dark night. One of those nights where there are too many clouds to see the stars and everything is thick around you. And we were already scared and heartbroken. We had heard news that John had been killed, and we could tell Jesus was so tired. So when he told us to go ahead of him across the water, we said fine, thinking it would be possible to maybe get ahead of the storm anyway. But it got bad pretty fast. I thought we'd never get across the lake that night. We'd been rowing against the storm for hours and we were no closer to land. The rain lashed us and the waves toyed with us like a boy bouncing a ball. It was a terrible night to be on the water. And when you're in that kind of panic mode and your brain just isn't working right, things can get strange, and that night they got spooky. Because in the distance, there was this figure coming across the choppy lake, but not a boat. We could tell it was a person walking on the waves. Someone near the stern yelled, "It's a ghost, it's a ghost!" But Jesus' voice somehow reached over the squall and we heard him tell us not to be afraid. And I don't know what came over me, but I couldn't stop myself. I shouted back, "Lord, let me come to you." And then once he said, "Come," I climbed over the hole and started sloshing toward him. I was doing it. I was walking on water, walking toward the outstretched hand of Jesus. But the wind, the waves, I glanced down at the dark, cold depths under my feet. I saw the pounding waves and the tumbling black clouds. I felt the gale whipping my robe like a flag. I vaguely remember that sense of euphoria when I first started walking toward Jesus, but I absolutely remember the way fear seized my breathing and the way the ice-cold water felt on my calves and then waist. I'm told that I yelled, "Lord, save me," as I sank, but I don't remember that. I just remember thrashing and the panic and then the hand. His hand, firm, steady. I can still even remember the sensation of the carpenter calluses on my forearm. And I remember landing back on the boat and melting in front of Jesus, just as the wind quieted, my lungs filled.